April is Autism Acceptance Month, and there's a great event this weekend to help families with those who have special needs. It's put on by the Special Needs Network, which provides services for hundreds of thousands of children and families in SoCal. Areva Martin is the founder of the Special Needs Network, and you're here to tell us all about it. Thank you for coming back.
Oh, thank you so much. It is Autism Acceptance Month, and every year during this month, we host this two-day conference called Tools for Transformation. It's probably the largest disability rights, social justice conference in Southern California, so we're proud of that.
Yes, you are.
We'll have hundreds of professionals out on Friday. Then on Saturday, we really focus on parents, parent advocates, and community organizers. Lots of workshops and resource booths and vendors, and just so much networking and opportunities for families to come together to get critical information, but at the same time, be in community, which is so important, particularly in this moment.
I think that's what I've learned from you, is it's not just about the resources, it's about supporting one another in the journey that so many of you have with children who have autism. Can we talk about the importance of Autism Awareness Month? I just want to let people know some of the statistics. The latest CDC numbers show autism rates have risen. So as of 2022, it says about 1 in 31 children in the U.S. were diagnosed by the time they were 8 years old. Previous studies had put the number at 1 in 36. You say that this shouldn't cause any panic, that you're actually looking at this as a potentially positive sign that there's more diagnosis happening.
Absolutely, Jamie. The more we know about autism, then the better we can serve families. This data is really important coming out at a critical time. It just shows us and tells us that we need to do more in terms of making sure that resources and services are being directed to communities, particularly underserved, under-resourced communities, those that we serve at Special Needs Network. So although when my son Marty was diagnosed, that 1 in 150
wow, think about that.
Oh my God. I didn't.
From 1 in 150 to now 1 in 31.
I didn't know we would be here in this moment, but we are prepared for this moment. We are stepping in, filling a void that so many families are feeling, because a lot of the resources we know that were previously available in public education and other places, county, state resources, for some families have dried up. And so nonprofits like Special Needs Network, we fill in the gap and make sure the families get the resources and help that they need.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the government, because Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is blaming environmental toxin for autism. He said he would be looking into those toxins, which include mold, food additives, pesticides, medicine, and ultrasounds. What do you make of this and some of the other comments he's made?
Well, let's just start by saying autism is a very complex neurological disorder, and that the comments made by Robert F. Kennedy are not science-based. There are reputable universities like the University of Southern, UCLA, University of San Diego, that have been studying autism, the causes of autism. Some have identified genetic genetic markers that are related to autism, but this notion that it's caused by toxins is not scientifically based. There's just no evidence for this. Calling autism an epidemic, scientists have pushed back on that, and it is not appropriate to compare autism to COVID-19. It blames people unnecessarily. It perpetuates dangerous stereotypes and creates panic in the community. The autism community was very, very upset, angered by the comments by our health secretary, because they do perpetuate these negative stereotypes. When you say something that's preventable, that means somebody caused it, and that someone can do something about it. And typically that someone are parents,
who are already feeling all of these emotions around what's happening to their child.
Yeah, and we just want the autism community to know that we know how hard you are working to support children, adults, teenagers on the spectrum, and we don't want those kind of negative comments to deter people, to prevent people from getting a diagnosis, because if you think that you did something, that might deter someone from going out seeking a diagnosis. And we know early diagnosis, early interventions can result in amazing outcomes. And some of the other statements he made about people with autism not having jobs, not paying taxes.
Your son, I've had him serve me a sandwich.
We employ people with autism. They pay their taxes because we withhold them from their paychecks. They do write poems. They do play baseball. They do have relationships, and they live really full, productive lives. And we just want to continue to ensure that the millions of people who live with this diagnosis of autism or on the autism spectrum know that we love you, we see you, and we are going to continue to support you.
Well, I think that's why an event like yours is so important, because I would imagine you welcome potentially supporters of RFK Jr. to come and talk and get some education at this event.
We encourage people to learn as much as they can. We have the state-of-the-art Autism Center, 120th and Wilmington. We invite you to come to visit. We invite you to meet families who are raising kids with autism, meet some of the incredible young people that work on our food truck,
yes,
that are preparing and serving food in our community, filling such an important role in our community, and just see all the great things that individuals with autism are doing, from spoken word artists to poets to athletes, you name it, they are a part of the Special Needs Network.
Well, I have to say, our friendship has allowed me to come in and see all of the work, and I've gotten such an education. So thank you so much for all the work that you do. I do want to mention next month, if you can't make this event, Special Needs Network is going to host its signature annual gala, the Pink Pump Affair, which is always a very, very good time. So get your pink ready to go. And for more information on the Special Needs Network and all of their events, all you have to do is check out our website, kcalnews.com, click Seen on TV.